I've heard you say before, like, you know, around $70 to produce a video if you want to just go the automation route. How much does it cost maybe to get a decent video that could take off in the algorithm?
There's lots of factors. Yeah. So for example, how tapped is a niche? If a niche's been around for a while, there's a lot of competitors, you're gonna be fighting against those competitors. So typically that means the quality standards for that niche is now a little bit higher. So that means you have to spend a little bit of money. The second thing is, how long is a video? If you're doing a 5-7 minute video, $70 is a pretty reasonable budget if you're in a, like I said, not too competitive of a niche. Okay. So, and Noah can speak more on this because he created a tool that literally finds niches for you. And so he knows when he sees a niche that's kind of untapped, he knows I can get someone for 50, 70 bucks to do this video. But eventually, and he'll probably mention it, eventually it will get tapped, and at that point, the budget might increase a little bit more.
Yeah, this is a very common pattern where, you know, you start in a niche and you can get away with really bad quality content. So when I'm talking about a $70 video, I'm talking about like literally a scriptwriter from Fiverr that's a very basic, like they probably copy paste stuff from Wikipedia, and then a voiceover artist, and that just does it really quickly. It takes them maybe 10 minutes, and then the video editing is just like B-roll or stock footage. In those niches, you can definitely make some money, but you have to be the first mover there, and that first mover advantage goes away very, very quickly. So when we're talking about $70 videos, that's something that is getting into the past now. Like it's getting harder and harder to, you know, really compete with the rest on the $70 budget. But if you have that first mover advantage, it's certainly still possible. We're actually doing it right now in a niche. But yeah, you just have to think about $70 is kind of the basis, and it goes up from there. But with the AI tools nowadays, you can get a ChatGPT script that takes you maybe like 20-30 minutes to generate. Then you can even monetize your videos with an AI voiceover, as long as the video editing and the scripting is really good. So you can then just spend $70 on a video editor, which is certainly possible. If you get a video editor from India or other low-cost countries, you can definitely get a video editor for 70 bucks and actually get decent quality on it if you just do the voiceover and script yourself. Yeah.
Let's say you find a niche that typically you want to find something that you know a little bit about or you're passionate about. You know, for me it was basketball, right? Basketball though, there's a lot of competitors and there's people making amazing videos. And so I probably would not have succeeded if I just started with like a $50 video in that niche. Where would you suggest that they spend most of their money? Say they're willing to do a little bit of the work. Maybe they have a little bit of editing skills, or, you know, they could maybe write the scripts, but they don't want to. Like, where are you going to see the most bang for your buck? Is it an editor, a thumbnail artist? Curious what you think.
So I think it just depends on your strengths. It's like, I have a lot of business mentors and they taught me that like, you got to figure, everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Some people might be good at writing, so that's your strength, write the script. Some people might be good at the narration, people might be good at the editing. You got to figure out what that strength is that you're willing to double down into, and then you hire and delegate the rest. When I started out, I didn't have a lot of money, obviously, so what I did is I learned the game of everything because I didn't have any money. So I had to learn editing, I had to learn the basics. It wasn't enough to get millions and millions of views, but it was enough to get a little bit of money in the door and proof of concept. Then I found a random friend in high school. I was like, hey man, I'll pay for your laptop, I'll buy your camera or your microphone gear, and you just do it for 30%, and I'll do the video idea and thumbnail. So we were like a partnership. So we did it, which was the best deal ever. And then what ended up happening is he was making all the videos for me for the most part. That ended up giving me $1,000 or so that I then, per month, I was able to now hire a little bit more professional people on like Upwork.com or Fiverr.com. And I started, obviously, because I didn't want to lose all my money. So I had to start small. So I was really good at editing. So I sucked at script writing. I pretty much failed high school. So I was like, I need to get someone to take care of that for me. So I hired a scriptwriter on Upwork for like 20 bucks to do everything for me. And she did a really great job. Sure enough, the retention went up, the views went up because of the quality, and I just, every little step until the entire thing was outsourced was like for me. So, you know, it's just, you got to start with what are you good at?
Do you guys use AI to write scripts now? Is that like, where would you use AI in the process to help maybe save a little bit of money where it's still decent enough? Because like, if you had AI now and you were still in high school, like you could have saved even more money, because I bet it probably would have been maybe even better than what your friend was doing.
Yeah, I could have wrote the script myself probably now with ChatGPT.
Yeah, ChatGPT is totally fine now. The more you move up the ladder, like the scripts are the easiest to replace. Then the voiceover becomes a little bit harder because people still hear it's an AI voiceover, so they're less attached to the channel because they genuinely know there's no real person behind it. And then the video editing is still really tough. Like I would recommend staying away from AI generated videos at all. Like they're still really, really bad.
I still have yet to find a tool that's really good for AI generated video. Like, there's a lot more work there.